Hello guys, Michaela here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another speed build. Today we are building a rental home in the world of Selvadorada because I've never built in there before and I thought it could be an interesting challenge to give it a go and try. So I decided to give it a try. I think I've never built here before, as long as I can remember, but I think I didn't. So that was my first time and I had so much fun with it. This house is built on a 30 by 30 in the world of Selvadorada. As I've already said, it's the world that comes with Jungle Adventure, which is one of my favorite packs of all time. And it comes in at 78,029 simoleons. So it's very modern. I went with something very modern. I wanted it to be modern, contemporary, so I had an inspiration picture for this, so I'll try to put it up on the screen if I don't forget about it. But I kind of tried to recreate it, but on the other hand I did not follow it completely because I didn't really think the initial plan would work in The Sims, or like in the like what I wanted to do with it. So I took a creative liberty to create it a little bit differently. So it's a little bit different but pretty same. And I wanted to build here, but I don't really like the structure there with the pack because they are very, I don't know, traditional, and I wanted to do something modern. And I saw this picture on Pinterest and I absolutely fell in love, so I decided to include it into my built. What? Oh my god. Never mind. Yeah. I've never built in Selvadorada before, but now that I did, I love the world so much. It's so pretty, and just taking screenshots is absolute perfection here because everything is green, everything is lush, everything is just amazing. So it's perfect. Genuinely perfect. I love it so much. I can't even describe how much I love it. I think it might be one of my favorite worlds. I mean, definitely my favorite vacation world. That's for sure. I absolutely love this world. Not that big of a fan of, how's it called? Granite Falls comes with outdoor retreat. Yeah, I think that's it. I've never built there either, so that's probably why I don't know what it's called. I went for a very overgrown green rocky look. I placed all of these rocks and also the decorations from Eco Lifestyle with the tool mod. I did not include it into the speed build because it was one of my first times playing with the tool mod and it took me forever. I did include some so you can see how I did it in case you'd like to explore the mod yourself, but it took me forever, so I cut it out mostly from the speed build. But I really like the look of the house, how it's like floating above the rocks, very green, very natural, but also very modern and contemporary. So I really like the mix of the two. I went with a very simple color scheme, so the outside is obviously, as you can already see, only white and black, and the inside I did like white and black and brown a little bit. I used a lot of items from Jungle Adventure, but there are a lot more packs in there. But if you don't have any other, I think there is like mostly Jungle Adventure, and I used a lot of Island Living as well. I think, I don't remember, to be honest. I built it quite a while ago, so I don't really remember what all I used. I used the tool mod also to lower some of the plants, or especially this tree, because again it was floating above the ground. I mean, I'm not really comfortable with the tool mod as some other creators are, who just create these amazing things with it. But I think for the sake of this, it's perfect because you can, you know, especially now that I started working with the terrain tool a little bit more, it's really good because I can lower some stuff down, especially some plants and trees and everything. But I know that some of the items that are from the debug menu don't really work with the tool mod, but I think it's mostly for the trees because those float around. The smaller plants are better to fit, and it's amazing for the rocks because they float a lot. They hang over, which is weird, but yeah, tool mod helps with that. So I created this like covered area with the wall decorations from Eco Lifestyle that I rotated with the tool mod, and I put some greenery on top so it would look very green and very nice. I think the only downside of it is that it's still visible when you play the games, which is kind of, yeah, weird. Not really great for gameplay, but I think you can get around if you want to download the build, I guess. I mean, I didn't really thought that through. So sorry about that. I don't know. I mean, it looks good. I probably should use it in a smarter way next time. Not cover the entire patio area and it can't be seen through, which kind of sucks. I think if you go through from the other side, if you like look from with the build underneath you could technically see, but yeah, not really ideal, I think. So I'll probably be more careful about it next time around. I promise. Yeah, so we're working on the kitchen here. So there's like two separate buildings, really. So this main building is the living room, lounge area, bar upstairs, and the kitchen is downstairs. So it's like the hub of the heart of the home. So here's the kitchen, and on the lower floor the dining area is on the outside. I'm not really sure how seasons work here in Selvadorada, but I'm assuming they don't. So it's always nice and warm, so your Sims can eat outside, hopefully, all the time. So there's no seating inside, there are only like two, how's it called, high chairs. So it's like a bar area where they can sit, but there's not like full-on dining space inside. And up here is the living room, lounge, bar, kind of everything fits in. And the other building is the bathroom and the bedroom. So it's quite nicely spaced out, so you don't have everything at one place. I initially wanted to make it into like one big building, but it was quite big. It would be quite big for a rental, and I wanted to keep it fairly small, not super big. So I decided to separate them and make the space that like I created with that for the dining. So I think it turned out quite nice. I really like the style of the build. I have never done anything like this, like jungly, that's a word, before, but I think it turned out quite nice, so I'm really happy. And I think I should try it more often because it was so much fun. So I definitely will come back to Selvadorada soon because it's such a pretty world to build in. It's amazing, just like super awesome. So we're still working on the living room. Yeah, I mean, I think it reminds me a lot about a vacation that I took a couple of years ago. I was on Mauritius, I think that's how it's pronounced, twice actually with my family in 2015 and 2016, and I absolutely loved it there. But it's, you know, it's a very good, not good, that's not the right word. It's a very developed country considering it's in Africa. So it's west? Yeah, it's west of the coast of Madagascar. It's a very small island, but it's so cozy, and it used to be so cozy. So whatever. I can't speak today. Sorry about that. It's super nice and super pretty, and the nature is just amazing, and I absolutely love it there. It's one of my favorite places I've ever been to. I mean, I haven't been to many places like this, tropical, exotical, but I love it. I think the interesting thing is that even though it's an African country, it feels a lot like Europe. The majority of the people there are like of an Indian descent or like heritage, and those people usually are the see, I can't speak. The descendants, is it the right word? I think it is. Descendants of Indians and Chinese people that were dragged onto the island earlier. But the country feels so modern, and yeah, it's just an amazing country. So my point is that this kind of reminds me of the island. There are so many like very nice modern resorts and hotels in there, and it really feels like one of them. So I think it would fit in on Mauritius as well. But I think it's the case with a lot of countries everywhere, especially like those that are trying to attract more high-end clientele. So they probably make them like modern and sleek and pretty and just, yeah. So I think it's a really interesting concept, because I think a lot of the resorts are more like you have a room, but you come to eat somewhere else. But this is like not an apartment. Like, not really sure how it's called. No. Yeah, I can't remember the word. Not even in Czech, to be honest. But I know I think they're very common in countries like Croatia, where a lot of people from the Czech Republic go during the summer, and you just rent the place and you live there like it was your home. So you cook, you clean, you have to do everything yourself, which I think is kind of nice with the fact that you don't meet a lot of people around and you have this place only for yourself. So you don't have to go to the like dining area, or you know, if you have like big resorts in countries like Turkey or Greece, they're always crowded so much with so many people. So I think it's nice to have that peace and calm. What is it called? I can't remember. Not apartments. Yeah, whatever. Just like the place you rent that has like full on everything. Okay, so we're almost at the end of today's video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. If you did, you can like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and you can find this house on my gallery. My ID is mysixsims. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.